All right, so we're here at the Apple Store and I'm about to get into my try-on appointment and see how these watches feel on my wrist. I'm pretty excited to check it out, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and check out some of Apple's latest smartwatch offerings. So first up, I got to try on the 42mm Apple Watch with the leather loop band, and I think it is absolutely comfortable. This is one of the ones that I ordered, so stay tuned for a video on that in the future. But as you can see here, this is the large strap, and I'm so glad that I ordered the medium because it is way too large for my wrist. But it's very comfortable overall. I actually do like the leather feeling. It looks classy. Of course, we have the digital crown on the side, as you can see right there, which is very rotatable. And around the back side, we have the heart rate sensor. And this is actually all made out of ceramic, that little circle right there. And then we have some engraving around that says Apple Watch 42mm stainless steel, things like that. Now you can remove the straps. There are two little buttons on each side, and so you press down the little button and you can slide out the strap. And it was a little difficult to get the strap out of this particular model, but not a big deal. Next up, we are checking out the 42mm Apple Watch with the Link bracelet, and I'm not a huge fan of this clasp mechanism. It's just kind of difficult to put together in my opinion. Not a big fan of Link bracelets overall, and keep in mind that if you do get this, you're gonna have to have it sized because the Link bracelet only comes in one size, so you'll have links removed to make it properly fit your wrist. Overall, it seems like a solid band, but I'm not much of a Link bracelet person because usually the Link stuff ends up getting caught in my arm hairs. That wasn't the case with this one as I was testing it out, but it's always something that's happened to me in the past with Link bracelets. It's definitely a solid option, but the bracelet alone is $500 and I just don't think that I can handle that. Up next, we are checking out what is probably one of the most popular Apple Watch models. This is the 42mm Apple Watch Sport in space gray, and I like the look of it a lot. I'm glad that I ordered this one as well as another option. It just looks slick all around. All of the Apple Watches kind of sit a little bit above your wrist, as you can see right here, and that's just because of that bowed out portion on the back with the heart rate sensor, the ceramic backing. But overall, I think that the space gray version for the Apple Watch Sport is definitely a win, and I would recommend this model over all of the other ones. The only thing I was worried about is the screen scratching because it's not made from sapphire and it's just made from kind of the same glass that they use on the iPhone. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at an Apple Watch Sport. Finally, I got a chance to check out the 42mm Apple Watch with the Milanese loop. And when I was looking at this online, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but putting it on, it's very, very comfortable. It actually kind of feels like petting a snake. If you have any experience with that, it's got a weird feeling to it, but I really like it. The magnet on it that holds it to your wrist, the clasp, is super strong, so you won't have to worry about anything like falling off when you're shaking your wrist or running or anything like that. Very comfortable look in my opinion. I'm a fan of the Milanese loop, but not enough of a fan to fork over $150 for it. So we got this software demo here on the Apple Watch, and this is obviously the default watch face, and so we can back out of this by pressing the digital crown and takes you to our app list, and we can rotate the digital crown to get back into that or even out of that if you do it quick enough. Now it won't let me do it because I'm already in it, so I have to press again to back out, but you can actually zoom out on all these apps and make them really small, but eventually they pop back up. This is actually the smallest that you can have it. And if I tap on one portion of it, it'll take me to that portion of the screen, and I can zoom in and go straight to that app. Or of course, you can just kind of flow across these like that. So these are just kind of default apps that are installed because this is a demo unit. It's running a demo loop. But we do have like fitness here, so you can kind of get your fitness cycles going on here. And of course we have like Apple Maps, which is kind of cool, but I mean, I honestly don't ever see myself using Apple Maps on a screen this small. It just seems very tiny for me, but you know, it's there if you want it. Back out, we have like weather, all the default apps that you would find on iOS 8. Nothing really special here. That took a little longer to load, but of course we are in an Apple store and there's Wi-Fi issues here all the time, so. Let's go ahead and go into the Messages app, and I'll show you kind of how that looks. This is our messages list. So this is where you can see all your current messages. We can tap on one here. You can read the message if you want. You have a reply button. We can send a pre-configured reply right here. Or we can go ahead and send some of these creepy emojis. So we have like some creepy looking emojis. Go back. We have different hands, a heart.
Scroll down.
You can't scroll down.
No, with the thing.
Okay, so on here, we can actually make different faces using the digital crown. By using it, if you're scrolling it, you get to go through all these different phases here, and he changes his expression, and he's kind of creepy. I'm gonna be honest, kind of creepy. But we cancel that out. Again, go to reply. Like I said, you have your pre-configured messages here. You can see there's a little bit of lag I'm experiencing here. Hopefully that's just because this is a demo unit, but you know, I'll find out for myself pretty soon here. We do have voice dictation, which actually works pretty good. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? And you can see it caught the last half of what I was saying when the dictation started. So you can actually see how good it is, even in a loud environment. It picked up my voice very well, and then I can send it as an audio or a text and be on my way. So going back out to the main menu here, we have a button on the side that's actually kind of like a lock button. It looks like one anyway, but when you press it, it takes you to your contacts. So we can scroll through all these contacts here, tap on one, get options to quickly call them. We can message them, or we have this cool feature where you can draw them a little picture if you want to. So we can draw a picture like that and send it off to David there. Or we can go ahead and I believe we can send them, yeah, okay, if you put 2 fingers on the display, you can send them your heartbeat. And that's just kind of how that works. So you have to hold it down with 2 fingers. Not the greatest feature in the world, I probably won't use it, but this is it. These are the apps, Digital Crown, it feels really smooth. But again, I can't give you any solid advice on this thing until I have one for myself. So stay tuned for that video. So I hope you enjoyed this hands-on and first impressions of Apple Watch. And if you did, leave this video a thumbs up as it does help out the channel a lot. Also subscribe for my unboxing and review of the Apple Watch coming up in the near future. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.